Now I've got the trunk done, it's time to move forward. I've got this panel here, which is the seat step, basically replacing the rotten one I cut out here. So basically goes up here, back to about here. Because I cut this out, I have to figure out where the new piece goes in. So I got this picture from before I cut out the seat and figured out this line here lines up with the B-pillar. So I've marked, got a straight edge. I marked on either side where the front edge of the seat goes. These parts here weld up under the seat like that and go roughly, by my calculations, here, which would make sense that they're cut like that for the wheel well. So I need to remove this junk, weld the two ends to the seat piece, put it in place, and see how it looks. This is the EMS seat panel with the opening for the tunnel. So the two end pieces taped in place. It might have to go back maybe a half an inch or so, but more or less that's where it goes. So when I get the end pieces welded on, I can then tack that or weld that to the wheel well on either side. And once I have that done, I can figure out my floor going back to tie into the trunk, and then I can start working on the sides, tie in to where there's going to be toe boards. So I've got the seat ends welded onto the seat base and then welded to the wheel wells of the car on both sides here. It's in there pretty solid, welded up pretty good. Some solid metal still left on the wheel wells. And then I put the next piece behind that. Plug welded it in, as you can see. So the next step is to tie that into the trunk and then fill in the sides. So I made this piece out of shelving. To tie my floor into my trunk. Got two holes, which are actually my body mounts, which I'll show you. And holes all along here to plug weld onto this. These are my body mounts. So when the body's mounted properly, there will be a body mount, rubber body mount between here, which is on the frame, and this, which is attached to the body. Here it is, all welded up. Got my seat pan in place, solid, welded on the side, as I showed you. The behind seat piece is in here, welded nice and solid along here, and along here to the crossbar, 1-inch crossbar, and then back here to the trunk. So everything's tied in from the back of the trunk to the front of the back seat. I put this brace in here as well, just for this cross brace, because I had to cut this out because originally this went down further, and because of my raised C notches that would work anymore. So this is all tied in. Not pretty by any means, but it is absolutely solid. This is all solid. You can sit on here now. Still don't know what I'm going to do for a seat. A couple of different options. I can get a smaller seat. If the original seat doesn't fit, I can get a smaller seat, center seat out of a minivan or something like that, or a Jeep TJ seat would probably work. And I still have to close off these areas here. I'm thinking just a straight box would be the easiest way to do it, tied in to the wheel wells, so that everything is going to be tied in all the way back to the body. And then after that, I've got to go forward. Probably next step would be to get the doors off, fix the door jambs where there's some rot, and get the doors fitting properly. And then when I do finally get my rocker handles from Max, I can put those in. And then my tunnel, floorboards, and then that's the whole floor in and solid. Thanks for watching.